Alright, so it's Sunday morning, I'm sitting in the Hilux, and finally today we're going to get the RX2. Alright, so it's been a long time since even I've seen this car, but it's definitely my favourite. Look at that. As you can see, it's full of junk and crap and everything because I had to move it in a hurry when I moved it the last time. But anyway, I'll get it out. I'll give you a better look at it. She's all loaded. We're ready to go. Alright, so today I'm going to pretend I'm comfortable in this chair. No, but really today I'm going to show you guys the Mazda. Because I know it looks really good in photos and stuff, but she needs a bit of work. I'll give you a bit of history on the Mazda. So this Mazda was owned by an old couple in Melbourne in the 90s. I'm not sure exactly when in the 90s, I think in the mid 90s. And the engine had blown up at one time or the other, the rotary engine. This is a factory rotary car. And I was coming back in the days to put a piston motor in it. And this one unfortunately suffered that fate. So when I picked up this car, well anyway, I'll tell you the story first. So when the old man died from the couple that owned this car just sat underneath the carport for like 11 years. And it didn't move and it was really run down. It'd been painted this orange color, not the factory orange, like a bright orange color. It was really beat up. It was orange with black trim car, factory. And then a young guy bought it in Melbourne. He bought it, stripped it, paint stripped it. Didn't end up doing much with it, sat around for a few more years. And he got sold off to a guy in Young. Now, I don't know how long he had it for, but I ended up buying it off this guy in Young. So we drove up there, I think it was 2007. So this is a long time ago. I've had this car for a long time. So I drove up there, I bought this car. Herschel orange, black trim car. The outside had been paint stripped. And I brought it home, sat around for another 10 years. Finally, we did end up getting it painted. And it's sat around ever since. I'll give you a walk around on this car. And I'll show you guys. She needs a bit of work. So let's go over the body of this car. This car looks really shiny, yeah? Now can you see that yellow? That yellow, because that's not a shadow. This side here has actually been facing a brick wall with no windows. But for some reason, this back door is yellowed through here. This front door is yellowed. You can see it hasn't yellowed on the line. It's only yellowed in sections. And then you got here, which is, if you can't see that, you're a blind man. Alright, so that's one of the issues. Now the other side that had a window is fine, but I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe it's a primer bleeding through. I'm not sure. But we do plan on painting this car again. Now if you're a purist, you're going to know that this is an early Capella, or Capella RE. And he has the wrong indicators. These are from the later model, so it has the wrong guards. I do have a spare set of guards, and I do plan on replacing them. Now, as far as the paintwork goes, I don't know if you can see those pinholes. Well, there's pinholes everywhere. And the bodywork, I mean, just don't even look down the side, especially when the sun hits it. It's really, really bad. Really, really ripply. But hey, it's shiny. It'll pass rego. And that is pretty much the only goal for this car at the moment, just to get it on the road. Alright, then we have plans for the future. But for now, road, that's all we need to do. Now, like I said, this is what's meant to be a rotary car, factory 12A. It was an auto. So it has a lot of good bits on it. Like this bonnet. Well, I think these came out on Capellas and the rotary versions. Guild bonnet. Quite rare. They do remake them now, I believe. They're pretty expensive. This one does have a bit of rust coming through in places, or bubbling. I'm not sure what that's from. I know the front of this bonnet's been repaired before, because if you know about these cars, when you drag race them, if they got enough power, they'll pull the skin straight off the bonnet, and this one's been repaired underneath, and you can see it, or I can see it. Now, everything that's on this car was put on by me. Every chrome mold, every door mechanism, everything inside, everything outside. There was not a nut and bolt on this car. Okay, so it was just put together from the best parts I had. So, not everything's perfect, but I did have some pretty good parts. Like, all the chrome is pretty straight, except for the bars, and it's pretty good. Now I'll show you guys the front. So this is the front of a Capella RE. Now the RX2 thing, if you guys know these cars as an RX2, it's more of an American thing. They were never actually badged RX2 in Australia. In Australia, they were Capella REs and Capellas. Super Deluxe and Deluxe. The RX2 was the Super Deluxe. I'm going to continue calling this an RX2, but just remember, Australia, Capella RE. Ace, are you on the roof? Come on, bro, I'm filming. Anyway, he lives in this garage, and this is his home. So if he wants to be up there, he can. Ace hole. So this is a very early car with the rectangle headlights. After that, they changed to, if you see up on top where that street sign is, there's a twin headlight grille. I've actually got the whole front end up there somewhere, but that's a Series 2, right? Questionable because they changed by year and month, but Series 2. Now this one's really nice. He has all the chrome add-ons, even the bonnet chrome. Look at that. That's original, guys. Everything here is actually original. It's not, well, it doesn't have any repo parts. So the RE for a rotary engine, factory on the grille. This badge here is actually an American thing also. It won Import Car of the Year award for Road Test magazine in 1972. RX2s do have quite a good racing history in America, and I believe the RX2s were the first rotaries or production rotaries released in America. I don't think they had R100s, but let me know if I'm wrong. Now this is a coffin badge. If you notice the rotary symbol with the old beautiful Mazda M, that dignifies that this is a rotary, just like the RE badge. Now these indicators are more of a JDM thing because they're completely orange. The Aussie ones do have half white section, and that's to meet our road rules and regulations, I guess, but my ones are like this, and I like them. What are you doing, buddy? Jesus, this guy. Do you like the Mazda 2? Good. Kiss? No, he doesn't like it. So my front bar is pretty beat up. I did manage to pick up another bar, quite cheap. Not perfect, but not as beat up as this one. So we'll be putting that on too eventually. All right. Relax, buddy. We're gonna need this. So this side hasn't really yellowed for some reason. Door gaps are horrendous on this car. There's like, in the sunlight you can see the remnants of big runs running through here. I can feel them with my hand. Maybe we can try block them out, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Like I said, we're only trying to pass Rego. Ignore my manoeuvring around here. It is what it is. So I'll show you guys probably my favourite part. And remember I said Aussie cars were all badge Capella, not RX2. So my favourite part is this back end. Once again we have the JDM theme. No yellow or no orange blinkers, everything's red here. And there's the Super Deluxe badge. Now my rebar does have a bit of a ding here. It's the best one I had and it's the one I used. Everything here is genuine except for that rear garnish. That was done by an Australian company called Custom Cuts. And I just wanted it to look nice. And it does. It looks nice. One of the other things, if we find the right key, okay, we found the right key. How you can tell a Capella from an RX2 is a RX2 has a flat boot floor, so this doesn't have a wheel well. Ignore all the parts, I'm not pulling them out. And there's a little piece here that holds a spare tyre, because the RX2s have a bigger fuel tank. Also meant to be a badge here, but that was welded up for some reason. Anyway, it is what it is. It's a bit noisy out there. We'll come back in here. We'll get to the inside. So like I said, this car came out with a black trim. I bought this orange trim a long time ago. How you can tell this is an RX2 orange trim, or door trims at least. They have the carpet here. Capellas don't have carpet. This has got the early locks. Another way you can tell RX2 from Capella is these seats, mainly the seat badges. That's African antelope. You can see the horns, and only the RX2s have them, but not the coupes. This is more of a sedan thing. Genuine console. As you can see, this was an auto. It now has a 4-speed gearbox manual in it at the moment. So we're going to probably take this out and do something. So one of my favorite things about the interior, guys, is this glove box badge, the Capella RE for rotary engine. I just think it's cool with a little red writing. We also have AM stereo. Missing a knob, guys. If anyone has one, please let me know. Electric aerial switch. It's an RX2 thing. Some aftermarket temperature gauge. We're going to get rid of that. Taco dash. 130 mile speedo. 8,000 RPM dash. Pretty cool. And in here, they're not the originals. I don't even think it's the right book. But we got a Mazda Capella rotary handbook. We got a plastic sleeve in here. The factory Hiroshima. Toyo Kogo. The old school Mazda symbols. Very cool. Very cool. So when I did build this car, I did put a brand new rubber kit through it. So all the rubbers are new, the felt on the inside of the window. As you can see, all the little rubbers, everything is new or repo new. And it is a complete car. Alright, let's head into the back. So same as the front, we got the carpet because we're an RX2. There's bits of jigsaw in the back, that's all good. And this is also quite a rare piece. It only comes out on the RX2s. It has the badges, once again the Antolite badge, but it has the fold down armrest, and that's the special part. And I guess this shows you, if you can see from here to there, the orange that it should be. It's never been in the sun, I guess, that thing. But we might be able to clean this up and get it a bit better than what it is. It is pretty dirty inside the grooves. I've never cleaned it. It's 50 years old. A clean will probably do it well. So something else that's cool is behind the driver's seat, we have an ashtray. That's pretty cool. And at the time, this was the best dash I could find. I was missing the crash pad. It took me 3 years to find this crash pad. I know it's destroyed. But the main thing about this car is it just needs to get registered, and it's going to pass rego with something there, but without something there it's not. So it's the best one I could find. Maybe one day when I have a spare, whatever, 1500 bucks, I'll get that fixed. But to be honest, I'm probably going to get a dash carpet and just try hide it and enjoy the car for what it is. So here we are, we're sitting in the driver's seat. We've got the genuine RX2 steering wheel. Once again, we got the rotary symbol. Different from the Capella wheel. It's a very nice, quite expensive steering wheel. There's also one up there on the wall, but this one's, even though it looks terrible, it'll clean up pretty good. Another thing that's RX2 only is the tacho dash. Capella only has 2, doesn't have a tacho. Pretty cool. So we're back inside the car, and one of the things I wanted to show you is the roof lining. So the roof lining, I did this myself. It was my first time. I didn't do the best job. I'll show you guys. Give me a minute. Yeah, down the back here, I pretty much ruined it. Okay, but these are glue marks. Hopefully I can get the glue off. It's just from sticky tape. Been there for years. See if we can get it off. But you know what? Overall, the roof lining in this was destroyed. I have a roof lining in it now. Like, I can get in this car. It was bad before. Now this car, you got to remember, guys. Like, I put this car together with little to no money and with the best parts I had, which I had a decent stash of RX2 parts, and it's going to bring me happiness regardless. I just want to drive it and enjoy it. Eventually we'll put the rotary in it and we'll enjoy it even more, but it's sort of just put together with whatever I had. And you know what, it's pretty much a car, pretty much. As you can imagine, this car not being on the road since the early 90s, everything suspension and steering wise is absolutely completely destroyed. So I've been buying up as much new stuff as I can: brakes, suspension, steering, brake lines, and anything else needed to do that sort of stuff. So in the next episode, that's what we're going to be doing. Genuine Capella mirror. Only has a driver's side. There's no left-hand mirror on this, guys. Something else that's cool is this wiper. So the right-hand wiper with the wind deflector on it. Quite a rare piece to find. When I did put this car together, I bought like a lot of new things. Like everything here's new. This is new. Let's take a look under the bonnet, guys. You're going to be disappointed. And little things even like this, and all the pins are new. Now, she is quite dirty, but it is what it is once again. So let's go over this engine. This engine is from a Mazda Capella, not from an RX2. Like I said many years ago, when the rotaries first came out, and I'm sure everyone knows how unreliable, because they don't know how to look after them, rotaries are. I did daily drive a 13B turbo for 5 years, so I do know. If you look after them, they're fine. But anyway, they used to blow up, and they used to put these piston motors back in them from the Capellas and from other various Mazdas, vans, B1600s. A lot of cars came out with this engine. And I found this engine, 4-speed gearbox, radiator, tail shaft, basically everything I need to make this thing drivable for $500. This is a $500 engine and gearbox. Do I really care about it? No. Will I bolt a big turbo to it and send it to the moon? Yes. Do I have a spare engine sitting in the back also? Yes. Does this engine leak like a sieve? Yes, it also does. No surprise there. We'll get to that. So I know you guys seen the auto console on the inside, but this does have a manual pedal box put in it, and it will be a 4-speed manual. This one's for the non-believers. This is a 12A car. So I think the main question everyone's going to ask me is, do I plan on putting a rotary engine in this car? And that would be, well, the answer to that would be yes, of course, I sure do. I have two sitting on the shelf over there, a 12A and a 13B turbo. And when the funds come up, I plan on doing so. I plan on trying to rebuild it myself. I've done rotary conversions in the past and putting it all in, but all that stuff costs money, guys. Like, I need tail shafts, I need computers, I need intercoolers, I need all sorts of things, and that's just going to take time. So yes, this car will have a rotary in it. Will it be NA? Will it be turbo? I don't know. But so, bit of a sneak peek, but in the next episode, you already know what we're doing. I've told you 3 times. So come back. We're going to make it cool. As cool as we can. With the budget we don't have. But we have bought some cool things. See you next time.